I'm back again. I just want to apologize. I haven't put up any YouTube videos lately because I was sick and I just couldn't do any of my artwork. So I'm back, and I just like to start off on showing you what I've been working on. And I've been using this visual journal, which is from a company called Strathmore. This one is the drawing version, the 100-pound paper, which takes wet mixed media, and so far you'll see what I mean by that. This is a great alternative from the Smashbook and all those art journals that you see out there. This one is strictly made for watercolor, paint, gouache, using gesso and so forth. Here's just some examples of how this booklet is sold at the stores, but this is the front page, which you can embellish any way you want, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So here are some ideas of how I come about creating my work. And this is a drawing I did based off a book that I purchased from Japan, which they do a lot of Victorian style artwork and goth and Lolita artwork. And here's my version of a Victorian style queen with a lot of feathers and flowers in her hair, and a lot of detail artwork I do, and I use stamps also. This is a spin-off. This was the original artwork, that I created the Marie Antoinette tag from. Here's a stamp I was practicing on. I purchased a stamp of Frida Kahlo from Lost Coast Designs, and I was just practicing and trying to create an idea for a card. So there's that. Here are my sketches for the frog that was in my Alice in Wonderland book, and the caterpillar, and some doodles and drawings of girls and women faces and rabbits. Here's a collage. I use a lot of canvas. I was trying to paint on it, but as you can see, it bleeds, and that's when I started to stamp and started to stitch. This is the original idea of the little miniature pillows. This is my tag that I did for the ATC swap, which is from the Lindsay, which is from the Little Scrap of Heaven. Here are the two ATC tags I'm going to send out for the swap. We were supposed to use an ATC tag, ATC trading card of a year that we would like to represent, and this one is I think this is 1977. I didn't do the back on this one. This is 1977, the movies of Star Wars, and now you can see there the word Star Wars. And we were supposed to use the colors black and pink. So there's R2-D2 and CP3O. And the other one is from 1976, from the disco era. And I do a lot of punch outs and stuff with little, on her hair and so forth. And the title on this one is Disco. So those are the ATC cards I'm going to send out for the swap at Little Scrap of Heaven. Here is what I've been working on lately, and I've been doing over and over again. I would do drawings and doing a lot of using, at first this is a blow pen that you see here, and then I masked her off, and then I stamped on top to create this in the background. So this was my first try, and I used some stamps. So this was the blow pen. And here's just, some of my drawings. Whoop, skip a page. So there's my drawings, and yeah, it does bleed through some of the colors, but here's another page that I do. This is mostly done in markers and copics, and I was just doing something, crazy here. I stamped on tissue paper, and I glued it down with decoupage. And you can see bees and ladybugs and dragonflies. again with the blow pen. Practicing with the stamps that I purchased at Last Coast Design at the stamp convention in Carson here in California. So these are some of the stamps that I purchased. And this is an embossing folder that I also purchased at the show. It's one of the Tim Holtz embossing folders. Playing cards, I think it's called. And here's one of the stamps from Tim Holtz. And I did a die cut from one of my Cricut cartridges. And I did a drawing inside, trying to get ideas. Here's another stamp that I use, and I draw in the background. It's just ideas, This one is a stamp, and I drew in the inside, but I think it was just a bit too busy. Again, the stamps from Lost Coast. I stamped them on manila tags, and then I colored them in with vintage photo from Tim Holtz distress inks, and I decoupage it, kind of give it the feel like leather and the look of leather. And I also put I stamped on tissue paper and glued that down first. Getting ideas here. I think I'm gonna come up with a card doing this style. So yeah, a lot of things. Pretty busy. Here's a second attempt with the blow pens, and then I will draw in and with white paint and the faces. Came out pretty good. I like the style. Came out alright. Just like I said, sketches. This is a future drawing that I'm going to do a fussy cut for Wednesday Adams for a shadow box that I'm going to do for Halloween of the Adams family. Now here's another attempt with the blow pens. She's wearing a straight jacket. So yes, these are my drawings. I draw Copic markers. This one's not done yet. Sometimes I just start something and then I'll get back to it later. Now this one here you see is done with, instead of blow pens, this one's actually done with my airbrush, because I do have a compressor and an airbrush. But what I did is that I used it, I connected with my Copic. I connected to the machine and I put in the markers in here and, blast away. I will give a tutorial on this if anyone is curious on how to use this. Obviously they do sell the cans of air. Michael's just released this product in their store. If you do carry an airbrush system, then I also can show you that way. But you can see how detailed it is and the dimension that it adds to the artwork. And this one, I still a work in progress. This is all black gesso that you see here. And I just went in with a white jelly pen and just drew in there. Ideas so you could do with your smash book. Again, the stamp from Last Coast of Frida, and this is just glue from the glue gun, and then I brushed on pearl accents. And another stamp that's dimensional. Practicing and playing with my stamps. So there you go. This is what I've been doing for the past month or so. Just getting ideas and plastering them onto my art journal. And I'll get back to you soon again with how I come about doing these techniques. If you have any questions regarding which techniques, just leave me a message and I'll get to it. Well, see you later. Bye.